Harry, this is Laura Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of W.D. Gaster. I thought I already made a what if of this, but I thought I mean, I already thought I made one, I just didn't think I uploaded it. Which, when I looked through the videos that I still having to make and all that, yeah, I forgot I made this like thumbnail. It's just I never used it and I never did the what if. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I did the what if. It's just I think I remember it being too loud, the music, so I deleted it so I can make another what if, but I never did it. So yeah, well, not another what if, another, well, the same part one. It's just, well, music being too loud. So yeah, so this is what if Naruto was a reincarnation of W.D. Gaster. So which Gaster am I actually going to be using is different versions. Let me say it again. Different versions of it. So I'm going to be using the original, what's called Undertale W.D. Gaster, Glitch Tail. So yeah, I'm going to be using Glitch Tail from, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Glitch Tail. From, you know how Betty Nor fights, she has the Fierce Soul or something versus Determination. So yeah, I'm also gonna be using Gaster from that version. I'll probably be using other versions, but yeah. Now, how is this gonna work? Well, you see here, WD Gaster. Since if he even dies, he has to like get reset and blah blah blah. Well, in this version, in Undertale and Glitch Tail, on Glitch Tail he actually died from what they call Betty from actually stabbing him and killing him fully, and of course he's actually gonna see his like son Sam's. But instead of meeting his son Sam's, he gets teleported to another universe. Same with the original W.D. Gaster. When he actually dies towards Frisk slash Chara, instead of like deciding to actually get reset because Frisk and Chara resets it for another fight between Gaster, Gaster gets teleported also. So Chara and Frisk are confused the fact that where Gaster went. Gaster just teleported into another universe. So both Gasters are actually going to go into the Naruto world. So let me explain. Naruto is born, but instead of being Naruto with like whiskers, he's a little bit pale. Naruto is a little bit more pale. Minato sees this and he thinks, I think my son's gonna die. But the medical ninja sees that Naruto is very healthy. It's just his skin is a little paler than normal. And Naruto does have these like little scar. Well, it kind of Minato just thought it would be birth scars, but it's a little like scar sort of line between both his eyes. One going up, so that is his left eye, and one going down, so that is his right eye. He just thought of birth scars, and he just left it at that. But Naruto does not have the whiskers. He doesn't have the whiskers. He does have the markings of Gaster, but that's all. And since Naruto is actually just floating, and well, not floating, he's just like going towards his mother and all that. And of course, the whole Masked Man still happens. When the Masked Man tries to grab what's called Naruto, something happens. Instead of like Masked Man actually grabbing Naruto, a bone actually hits the Masked Man's arm, or not arm, hand. And the Masked Man just screams, "Ah!" Minato managed to grab his like son away from the Masked Man and puts it next to Kushina. So the Masked Man is confused. That stupid fucking brat. Minato said, "I don't know what the hell happened, but I need to teleport both my son and wife away." So Minato does that. He basically teleports him away. So the what's called Obito tries to like follow them trying to use Kamui. So when Obito managed to get to where Minato was about to do the sealing, Obito tries to do it again. Just tries to stop what's called Minato from sealing the Nine Tails even further because he can't pull out the Nine Tails. But before even doing that, Minato tries to attack him. Obito's Kamui what's called face between him, grabs Kushina and teleports our way into that whole shrine. Minato's like, fuck. I need to put my son somewhere. Okay, I'll give it to Haruzen. So, well, not Haruzen. He gives it to an Ambu that he actually trusts. No, it's not Kakashi. This Ambu, this Ambu is just like a new Ambu that actually like protects Naruto and all that. Now, Minato goes to get Kushina. Of course, Kushina has a Nine Tails, blah, blah, blah. Minato has to somehow seal away this Nine Tails. He thinks of the sun, so he gets his son from the Ambu and seal that Nine Tails into Naruto. Now, the Ambu that was next to them and all that, of course, saw the hole pierce through the whole Nine Tails, hitting both Kushina and Minato. And before Minato decided to seal the Nine Tails, Nine Tails into his son, he thinks, maybe, should I? You want to screw it. He just seals the full Nine Tails into Naruto. Now, this would sort of be a key important why it would be, let me say it again, an importance why it's actually going to be like that. So, when Naruto is now 4 years old, of course, the whole orphanage, blah, 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 everything goes in the ritual canon. 4 years old, Naruto was about to get beaten up by some people until this sort of masked man sort of just grabbed him. Of course, it's not Obito. Obito did get defeated and all that. Now, Obito, why would he even be in? No. This masked man is the masked man that helped, take care of Naruto. Now, this masked man has not blonde hair. Well, he has blue hair with, like, sort of emberish color eyes. And he is about, like, 24 years old, because he was sort of younger when, so he's 24. He was 20 when he got Naruto to protect him and all that. Now he's 24. So, this man actually decides to adopt Naruto. Now, this person actually has, he helps Naruto and a bunch of things. And since Naruto isn't really the Nine Tails, since Danzo did tell him, Naruto is the Nine Tails. Everyone thinks he's just on fucking crack. Like, what? No. Because they don't see the whisker marks. But some people do believe Danzo, but they only see these, like, little scratches in Naruto's eyes. Well, sort of. It looks like cracks, but not really. So people just thought, it must be something happened to him. And also, Naruto's very pale. So, of course, that's why the Ambu decided to actually adopt him. Of course, the counselor tried to stop him. But the problem is, Naruto's so pale that the counselor even tries to stop him. But the problem is, they can't really tell if that is a Nine Tails since they don't see that. Well, he doesn't have whisker marks. And he's pale as hell. So, yeah. So, they really couldn't stop him or anything. So, of course, adopting Naruto's now Naruto Uzumaki. This man had blue hair and emberish color eyes. Now, his name is Zakaron Hakate. Well, no, let me say that. Zakaron Hatake. Now, he is actually the older sort of... Wait, how old is he? Wait, no. He's actually, what's it called? 30, he is 24, and, he's actually the younger brother of Kakashi. So, Zakaron, Hatake, he's the younger brother of Kakashi. Why? He's only 24, and he actually got mostly his mother features. So, his mother had sort of a bluish color, like a little darkish bluish color. and like a little bit, because her colors were a little bit like bright yellow color, eyes. And so instead of like Zakaron getting the same features of his father, he actually got it from his mother. His hair kind of went lighter, cause how what's it called, Hatake's their father was sort of white hair. Yeah. Now, when not white hair, was this, it was silver hair, right? Silverish gray hair or something like that. So when that was happening, that's why Zakaron was called Zakaron Hatake. Has different. Let me try again. Different features from his like father. He has them mostly from his mother. So he actually decides to take care of Naruto. He's only 24 years old. Of course, Kakashi's 26 slash 27, but he's in the root Ambus, sort of. Yeah, in root Ambus or Ambu. Yeah, not root Ambus. He's an Ambu, but Sakuran actually just wanted to be a Jonin instead of a Ambu. Since he actually saw what's called Minato Namikaze as a true father, since Kakashi was the one who actually had to raise what's called Zakaran, but Zakaran only saw Kakashi as like an older brother that really didn't know how to take care of the children. So Minato Namikaze had to help what's called Kakashi. So of course Zakaran sort of grew up kinda liking Minato a lot and Kushina. So that's why Zakaran is actually taking care of Naruto. He's making a promise. More of an effort than what's called not Minato. More of an effort than Kakashi did in original canon. For fuck's sake, Kakashi. Since Naruto had about yellow hair also and blue eyes, sort of his hair started turning white. Now, of course, Zakaron thought it was some kind of weird side effect that something's happening to his genetics. But he just thought maybe this is just because of his, well, some kind of weird genetic. He didn't know what the hell was going on. But Naruto was just white hair, and pale skin with blue eyes. Which people thought he was a ghost half the time, or a skeleton. And Naruto wasn't scrawny, he wasn't skinny, he wasn't even fat half the time. He was a somewhat built kid. So this is Naruto when he's about what's called 6 years old. Naruto actually ate properly, got help, got teach by Zakaron Hatake. Now, of course, Kakashi is still just being in the Ambus. And, of course, Zakaron actually decided to teach Naruto a lot of things instead of original canon. So, Naruto's actually pretty smart, not just because he's the reincarnation of WD Gaster. Well, I mean, that is a reason, but he's also been taught by Zakaron Hatake. So, when that was happening, Hiruzen did gave the money towards Naruto, but of course gave it to Sakaron because he's happy that someone from the Hatake kind of decided to take care of Naruto instead of being Kakashi. Hiruzen really was expecting Kakashi to actually take care of, like, Minato's son. Nah, it has to be Kakashi's younger brother taking care of Naruto. So, even though, Zakaron is a Jonin, but instead of him going to do rank missions and all that, he gets paid for taking care of Naruto. And Zakaron did try to refuse, but of course, the Hokage freaking just gave it anyway. Just forced it to give the money. So, let's skip another 2 years, and Naruto's now 8 years old. Naruto's hair is fully white, not even a tint of yellow hairs around him. He does have his blue eyes. They're bright. They're like Kushina's a little bit. And, of course, nothing really changed for 2 years. The only thing that changed is Naruto's a little bit more built, because Sakura did actually train him and all that. Not really push him that hard, but like push him enough so he can actually train. And also that teach what's called Naruto some jutsus. Some only basic jutsus, but Naruto saw what's it called Zakaron using a lightning jutsu. Now Zakaron's lightning jutsu isn't similar towards what's called Kakashi. Instead of being like blue, it's white. Because his lightning infinity is higher than Kakashi's. Now, Naruto kind of notices and was interested with it. And so, Zakaron tried to use, he used only a basic lightning jutsu because he wasn't thinking Naruto would actually learn this. But he used lightning clap. Or not lightning clap, lightning arrow. So he threw lightning arrows at a target, thinking Naruto wasn't gonna learn this really fast. Now, Naruto actually saw the hand signs and also how to use them. So Naruto does it, and he actually makes the same lightning arrows. Now, when he throws the lightning arrows at the targets, since Naruto this was his first time, he misses none of them. He actually managed to hit all three of them into the target. Now, Hazakura noticed that Naruto's lightning is also white. That's just because Naruto does have a similar higher infinity towards what's called Zakaron, but it's a little bit higher. But the problem is that he kind of noticed from Naruto's lightning is even though it was white, it was also, let me say that again, it was also black. He doesn't know why is that, but he didn't care. He just noticed that Naruto does have lightning infinity. So, if Naruto gets a little bit older, Zakaron is going to be trying to give him some chakra papers to see what infinity he has. So yeah, Naruto did train in that, and Zakaron did teach him a little bit more basic jutsus, like Mud Wall to see if he can do, let me say that, to do a, what's it called? Earth style, and when Naruto tried to do it, he only made a small earth wall. It wasn't even tall enough to actually protect him. Sakura says, okay, so you don't have earth style. Okay, good. Okay, we can move on. And, the hell? Sorry about that, I got distracted. So, when Naruto was just training a little bit more basic jutsus, so fire style, he did fire, let me say it again. Bleh, bleh, I'm fucking up my words. Fire style, fire, flower petals. Well, no, fire, what's it called? Fire style, fire arrows. So he did a not fire arrows, fire stream. So when he tried to do it, when Naruto tries to use fire stream, he actually does it. Pretty good. Now, so Katake thought maybe this just because of the genetics. Yeah. When wind style, they tried to do wind style, wind palm and all that, similar to what Barge does. Hatake, Zakura and Hatake really couldn't really do wind style that much. So he kind of just gave the scroll to Naruto to read it. Naruto does it pretty good, decent also. And when he was looking through water jutsus, the one that Naruto kind of read was water style, water dragon. Now he tries to do it, and a perfect water dragon comes out and smashes into the what's it called, target. Now, where did the water come from? Well, there was a little pond next to them, and when Sakaron saw this, his eyes kind of widened. Now, Sakaron has both of his eyes. Not also, he doesn't have a mask or covering his face or anything. He's not like his older brother that does it. But yeah, and Sakaron just eyes widen and he says, "This kid keeps growing up this strong. If he goes against my older brother's fucked. So Naruto just said, "Oh, is that how I had it to do it?" Sakura said, "Yeah." Okay, well, I'm gonna go get some food, okay, kid? So Naruto nods, and Naruto, he was still kind of training and all that until, and what's it called, not root armor or anything, a stone ninja comes out of nowhere and tries to just kill Naruto because the stone ninja just saw the destruction of Naruto power. So if he kills the kid right now, it's not gonna be a problem for the stone ninjas later on. When Naruto saw this, Naruto tried to do some jutsu, but he can't because he ran out of chakra after doing that whole thing. And that kunai was right, almost in front of his face. A couple of, like, inches almost right into his face. But something happens. Instead of Naruto just being afraid, well, I mean, he was afraid, the kunai just stopped right in front of his face. Now, both of Naruto's eyes started glowing. One blue, one red. And Naruto, he was like, "You dare attack me?" Now, this is actually the Gaster part kind of taking control of Naruto. Since Gaster really hasn't shown himself that much into Naruto's life, but he's going to show himself right now to actually help him with more training. And the Stone Ninja was like, "What the?" The kunai went back forward to the Stone Ninja, and the Stone Ninja managed to dodge. And he says, "Whatever, kid, you think you can stop me? I am a Chunin and Gaster Naruto," which I'm just going to be calling right now, just said, "You think I can care less?" And of course, instead of like sounding like actual words coming out, it sounds like how Gaster would speak with those random like sign languages or whatever. And when what's it called? The Stone Ninja thinks, "You think you can just make a fool of me?" About 7 hands appeared right behind Naruto. All different abilities. Of course, I'm not gonna remember all their abilities. I'll just search them up later. Right now, I'm just gonna get through it a little bit. But then Naruto summons a Gaster Blaster right behind Naruto and sent the Gaster Blaster just to blast the shit out of the Stone Ninja. Sakura came back with food and saw that Naruto just had 7 floating hands just around him and a creature just blasting the hell out of the Stone Ninja. And Sakura says, "Naruto, what the fuck is that?" Naruto turns back to normal. His eyes turn back to just this blue color. And Naruto says, "Wait, what happened, huh?" And then Sakura says, "You don't remember what happened?" Naruto says, "No." Naruto, before saying no, he actually stops talking and fall down. He's extremely tired, extremely exhausted. This is where Sakura came up to Naruto and grabbed Naruto to actually bring to the hospital and all that. Now, the hospital doesn't really hate Naruto, but let's go back to Naruto's mind skip. Naruto says, "Where am I? Where the heck is this place?" And this is where Naruto just kind of walked forward, but then heard a little walk, like walking kind of going forward for him. Instead of him going forward to Gaster, Gaster comes out of the shadow and says, "Don't be afraid of me, child." And Naruto's sort of afraid, but then gets that whole transformation saying he's not afraid. Now, Gaster says, "My name is W.D. Gaster. I'm the one that actually kind of took possession of your body to actually help you. Since I saw that little fight of yours trying to go against that whole Stone Ninja when you don't have any of this so-called chakra or whatever you said." Now, Gaster doesn't know anything about this chakra or anything. He's just seen that Naruto has to know how to manipulate it a little bit. Sorry. So, when Naruto was like, "So, your name is W.D. Gaster, the one that kind of helped me out?" W.D. Gaster said, "Yes. Just call me Gaster if you want it for short." Now, kid, would you like to be trained under me for my abilities? Since you are my reincarnation, I should help you. Naruto says yes. And so Gaster said, okay, kid. I will train you, but first, I need to check what soul magic's power you have. So Gaster kind of like uses some of his magic to check on what Naruto has. So Naruto's soul magic isn't gonna be like any of the original 7 or 8 if you count the Sphere Soul. The one he has isn't real. Well, I mean, it's a soul magic, but it's kind of mixed. What do I mean? Instead of Naruto's soul magic kind of being determination, it kind of instead of being determination, it is yin yang. So yin yang is a soul magic that I thought of a while ago when I was actually recording this first. Now, yeah, if you don't know anything about the soul magic powers or anything, just go watch a video or something that and explain or something, because I'm not gonna really try to explain. Okay, but Naruto has the yin yang soul magic. Basically, he has balance. Now, Naruto in this whole yin yang soul magic, he basically has. So he has a balance between all the different souls, from negative to positive. So like, he has hatred and love at the same time. So yeah, he has all of these and even more and all that. So yeah, or be this one be more easier. So like determination, yeah, and all those. So yeah, Naruto has all of those between the yin yang. So of course, even though Naruto has the yin yang, he has all of those abilities that I would be trying to make them up. Of course, it's not gonna be today, or I mean not today. This video right now that I'm gonna be telling you all the abilities. I'm gonna be doing it through the what if, since I did it similar to what's called what if Naruto was the son of Lord Joshing. So I kind of just put it all into the end. Yeah, you get the problem. But yeah, Naruto sees that his soul magic is different, and then W.D. Gaster says, "How for you to get my powers is by binding your soul with my soul, basically binding our souls together." And Naruto says, "Okay, how do I do that? By absorbing me and putting it into the hole." So yeah, if you don't know what soul bind is, it's like, go watch that video. Explain a video for it to explain. Okay, I'm not gonna try to explain it. But yeah, Naruto now just kind of open his eyes from the mindscape towards the actual real life and all that, whatever. And Naruto kind of just sees Zakuron, and Zakuron is right next to his bed, kind of cutting up some fruit and saying, "Oh, Naruto, you're awake. That's good. Here, have a slice of an apple." Naruto eats a slice of an apple and says, "Zakuron, what happened?" Zakuron says, "It looks like you killed a stone ninja, someone that infiltrated this village. Luckily, you're powerful enough to actually wipe it out. I don't know how. The only thing that stands there was just 2 shoes, but you did it with your strange ability. It could be a Kenkai." Which Naruto says, what? Sakura says, "I'll teach you later what it is." So Zakuron is actually smarter in this one. He didn't tell what's called Hiruzen. Well, not Zakuron is smarter than this one. No, Zakuron is smarter than Kakashi in this. What if? It's because Kakashi would have told what's called Hiruzen about the ability that Naruto showed up. Zakuron instead is smarter. He actually doesn't tell Hiruzen. Why the reason? Because he doesn't want Hiruzen to tell the freaking council members, to see the council members to make Naruto a breeding stock, for him to make more people to have the abilities of Naruto, if it is a special Genkai. So that's why that's not gonna happen. Dakuro is smarter than Kakashi. So Naruto says okay, and Naruto goes back to sleep. So this is where I might leave it off. Definitely probably make part two whenever. Not really much of a schedule on like what's gonna happen. It's whenever I fucking want to do it. But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep. I gotta go to sleep.